Welcome back to Balabas Gist, my wonderful people. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu, Tinubu and Buhari say no. As it stands right now, they say that the Igbo elders don't carry Tinubu and Buhari and all the whole people will put a hand for arresting or kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. They say they don't sue them to Ihuabara. As it stands right now, the Amadioha is taking over. Everybody will put a hand for Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped from Kenya. That person don't enter inside Wahala. As it stands now, many organizations don't they call out, say they release Nnamdi Kanu. Say 2027 election, Nnamdi Kanu will never use as a campaign. My people, now so waiting they happen now. Now we come they get another information waiting they happen for inside Biafra government in exile. Say that right now, those people now where they in charge of homeland, they are no longer like calling them member. No, say assistant now they get governors for inside Biafra land. My people will go bring all the whole video come show now. As they watch, make sure say they share the video. Now I'm going to play the video of the elders as they take provoke. Say anybody will put hand for Nnamdi Kanu case. He said that person he go collect before I go come play the other video will follow for back. And stay tuned, watch the full video from beginning to end.
April 8 I get ibe. Ani si ibe ya favor kwanyo. Nde DSS. Madinta my lawyer get ibe. You la ni kwere ha pepe o. Confusion no gap na. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ge shinga ho. Henye certificate. Henye flag enye. Onye sha ha ga member. Ya bu kwa kokko so laba o. Jabu jaga hejenu to la yo kwenu nudo. Ndo wulaga kwana no lo ga kwana gofo na egbebere ihe ni na hanyi ku ya gaji egbo. Osisi huru onye na court ya bakiriko. Anyị sobi egbu ni buru onweli. Anya na ga hala Hausa, anya ga hala Kano, anya na ga hala Ugba Hausa. Ihe anyị to ga wala Biafra. Onye sha Biafra ha ga abia. Ya nwuko. Ma wi ma nwoke sha Biafra ha ga abia. Biafra bia. Oria omakopakwa ma ga eplesi bia. Agbomo pe ori onye ga bo ayo. Ya je la ori pe he ga hu yo. Ndani koraha na uhiboga eda. Geno ndani koraha na uhiboga eda. Anya to he ma ha. Eteki pe he o. O to anyi eteki he. Ngo wula no ha. Hey, ani si stroke bia kwa ho. Ajo mo aya. Keme ya meeting. Mo je je we pa accident.
Nnamdi Kanu, the release of Nnamdi Kanu, as such, that could bring about national reconciliation. We actually do not want it to be seen as a political issue. Any moment from now, maybe in the next 6 months or thereabout, you know, you will see politicians begin to discuss 2027 and thereabout. And so we feel that it is very important at this time, because there is no way you will discuss issue of security in this country, issue of national reconciliation, issue of southeast of Nigeria without the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. So we feel that, yes, there is no useful purpose for his detention. Detaining Nnamdi Kanu up till now will not serve Nigeria any useful purpose. But releasing him will go a long way, you know, to calm down the free nerves in the country, and for us to have, well, in Nigeria, well, everybody at least will have a better sense of belonging. I find if I just feel at this time that there is no need for federal government continuing to. In fact, I wouldn't know whether there was any need to have even detained him in the first place, particularly for this long.
What we were running is a government. The government of the Biafra Republic government in exile, the government of de facto, and now the government of the United States of Biafra. There was no time the Prime Minister knew that at any particular point in time, some people, some unscrupulous elements will come up with using the registration of Brigi to destroy the restoration of the United States of Biafra. The Prime Minister never bargained for that, never approved that, never even thought about that. That was why around maybe February of 2023, the Prime Minister wanted some of the people that originally registered Briggy that have been fired, that he has suspended from the struggle. The Prime Minister kind of wanted to update the registration of the Biafra Republic government in exile. And what he did was to tell Ogenkere to update that information to remove some of the names that were originally in that paper, in that registration paper. And I believe that was why that March registration, something like that, which happened, that probably the instruction the PM gave, somebody maybe took it to another level. I don't know. But this history is a fact. At no point in time does our PM ever think that we will have the United States of Biafra, Biafra Republic government in exile, de facto government, that people will hijack in the process, change our email passwords, hijack the government website, the Briggy website, hijack the de facto, the IPOB website. The Prime Minister never ever thought that something like this could happen. The Prime Minister never ever thought that the lobbyists that he has hired to protect the independence of the United States of Biafra will at any particular point in time start telling the Prime Minister that what he registered is Briggy. No more the United States of Biafra. The Prime Minister hired the lobbyists to ensure that the United States of Biafra gets the recognition it needs all over the world by different countries. That was the original intention. But when some people believe that things are not going on their own way, they decided to work with these lobbyists who now started presenting Briggy registration instead of the whole country recognition, which the Prime Minister have mandated them to do. That is the fact of the matter. Because at no point when the Prime Minister was around that we even talk about the registration of Briggy or registration of anything. It's just like bringing up the registration of New Dimension mandate, registration of all this. There are so many things the Prime Minister approved. That Briggy, the Prime Minister approved everything. It is not as if these individuals have authority on their own to go and register those things. We, Biafrans, approved those things through our Prime Minister, so that when these things are registered, that will help us in the process of our final redeclaration, declaration, and recognition all over the world. That was exactly what happened. But along the line, some mischievous individuals think that because the Prime Minister is not available, they can now hijack the registration of anything to their name. And that is why they started flying it out there. It's just a pity. It's just so sad that people that the Prime Minister trusted to do certain things for him, trusted to do certain things for the registration, for the recognition, for the realization of the independent state of Biafra, now turn that into their own private business, private property. Even the shame to talk about things like that to Biafrans is incomprehensible. Nobody can ever thought that individuals will go so far to ascribe something like Briggy, that it belongs to them. And that is exactly what this individual did, and convinced the lobbyists that the Prime Minister hired to go along the same line with them. It's just unfortunate. So to your question, miracle, something like that will never happen. And that is why the Prime Minister have mandated myself to be in charge of this nation until he joins us. There's a reason for that. There are so many things, so many registrations that were done, even so many signatories that were appended to paper. We've never had even one of them to come out to claim that they own that department or they own that organization, except this individual, Ogen Kere, with the brigade that he registered. And this alias, the lobbyists, have come out to work with him, saying that according to him, according to the registration of brigade, that it is him, it is Ogen Kere. But it was not, I'm telling Elias, Ogen Kere was never the original person that registered brigade in America. So I need to tell the lobbyists to go and search for the original registration of brigade. It was not Ogen Kere. That means you don't even know what you are doing. You do not even have a clue. That is why some of us laugh. When you do some of these things, you say some of the things you said. Because we are not running an organization, we are running a country. So I'm telling the lobbyists to also go online and search those that registered brigade before you see Ogen Kere's name there. You're going to see Madam Azuka Wankwo. You're going to see people like Arewa. You're going to see maybe other people. It is online. It's on public domain. So when you're making that mistake, fronting Ogen Kere as the person that registered brigade or whoever, you're making a grave mistake. But that is not where the United States of Biafra is going. We have passed that level. And those that want to remain there, they can go ahead and remain there. But we are moving forward with the United States of Biafra. So, miracle, yes, that will never, ever happen. Thank you so much.
Okay, my wonderful people, welcome back. As you don't watch that video, now so it bio now say more carry am come show now. I beg make una drop on our own opinion for inside comment section, because for this last one, you don't read. Anybody will put hand or go kidnap my Nnamdi Kanu, that person don't enter for wahala. I don't see him. I beg more share the video and drop your own opinion for inside comment section. Don't forget to see there for Balabas G's here where they bring you bunge news as it did happen.